Hi, Daniel.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. How's school?
We have a test yesterday.
Yeah. How did you do?
I don't know.
How do you think you did?
Good.
Good. Okay. I think you're a good student. Anything else going on?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have to go to school on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're going to get
So
another.
why do you know?
See, I know everything. No. Because I heard that you may have to go to school Sunday from other students because you're going to have another week off, right? You're going to have another holiday off.
Yeah.
You're going to have October 1st off, like for a week. Yeah. Your national day. Yeah. Are you going to be going anywhere, Daniel, or are you staying home?
We will go to island, right? Yeah, we will go to island.
Oh, okay. The whole family?
What?
The whole family's going to go?
Yeah. And Bruce.
And Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be nice. Okay. Good. When are you guys leaving? Next week? Probably on the after the 1st?
The 4th of October.
4th of October. Okay. All right. Well, that should be fun. That should be fun. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Daniel, did you do your homework?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. Read it to me. You didn't send it to me, so you got to read it to me now.
Okay. Talk about different ways that people prepare for natural disasters.
Okay.
First, people can predicting when these events will occur so that they can warn people. Second, having an emergency plan in place so that they can be evacuated quickly.
Evacuated.
Third, build structures so that block ocean waves from the shore.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
how can we help others who have been in a natural disasters?
Okay.
When someone are in a flood, you can take a branch to it so it can be safe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Oh, good job. Is your cat around?
Cat? Oh, wait a minute. My cat. I can't find it. Wow. Meow.
It's Banana.
Yeah, banana.
She's got her little bows in her hair.
Is he 1 year old?
No, Lana Banana is 4.
4 years old.
Yes.
He's a little bit older.
She.
Yeah, she.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just waking up because it's morning time.
The morning is night now.
No, but for us it's morning.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her. So anyway, she's gonna, after our class, I'll take her out for a walk. and then I'll give her her breakfast. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is kind of where we left off last time, right? Remember we were on the bullying chapter here, but I think we're kind of on this page. On this page here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go.
How can students stop bullying from becoming a problem? The most important thing students can do is to tell and trust adults when they are bullied. The same strategy applies if they see someone else being bullied. Power can also be taken away from bullies by ignoring them, agreeing with them, or using humor. Participating in anti-bullying may help resolve bullying
issues.
Bullying issue.
Okay.
Issue.
Issue.
Oh, issue.
Mhm.
Communities take a stand. New Hampshire passed a law. New Hampshire passed a law to stop bullies. The law states that all school staff must be trained to know what bullying looks like. People learn to stop the signs of bullying. The law tells people who see bullying to report it. The states hopes that the law will create bullying-free schools.
Mm-hmm.
In Midlands, Texas, the police the police take their message to the school. Police officers make sure to tell students that bullying can be a crime. They want bullies to know that they are accountable for what they do. This means that bullies will be punished if they are caught. The officers tell students who have been bullied or who have seen bullying to report it right away. They make it clear that people have choices. They tell students that anyone can choose to stop being a bully.
Okay. And go ahead and read those captions.
Young people speak out. Stop bullying. Julia Carden from
Phoenix,
Arizona has a message for students. When she was 7, she started a group called The Bully Ends Now. Julia wants all schools to be safe and fun. She travels all over the state talking to young people. She tells them how hurtful words can lower a person's self-esteem. Julia asks students to share their stories online. She wants people to stand up for others. Actress Lauren Potter has a message for lawmakers. She has been speaking out about the bullying of special needs students. Lauren was born with Down syndrome because she does not look like her classmate. She was teased and called names as a child. She once lost that will keep people safe from bullies. Learning to speak up. It is important for people everywhere to recognize and stand up to all forms of bullying. Everyone has the right to feel safe and to be treated with respect. Likewise, each person has a responsibility to treat others with respect. Report answering that may get in the way of maintaining a safe environment.
Maintaining a safe environment.
Safe environment.
Okay. So go ahead and read the question and then give me the answer.
How are people standing up to bully?
Okay.
Call the policeman.
What else?
Call the teacher.
And anything else? You have the book, right? You have this?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're reporting, they're telling people, they're not taking it. People aren't being quiet about it anymore. Yeah.
To speak out.
Yeah. What about the second question?
In what ways do actions make a difference?
How do actions make a difference?
T.
In actions, we're talking about doing something. How does that make a difference? Does it help stop bullying, or does it make a difference?
How stop bullying.
Okay. All right. Because you have to do, if there's a problem, what this is really saying is if there's a problem, it doesn't matter in what area, if there's a problem in something, you have to take action against it if you want it to stop. Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. You have to do something about it. Okay. Let's go to the next section where it talks about earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It has quakes here.
Look at that. It cracked.
Yeah.
Okay. Read the essential question.
How do people respond to natural disasters? Read how science can help people prepare for earthquakes.
Quakes. Okay.
Quakes.
Hey, let me ask you, Daniel. I don't know in your area. Have you ever experienced an earthquake?
No, I didn't have.
No. Okay. I have. We have them here. We have them here in South America. It can be. But most of the time, the ones that I felt, it's always like the room shaking, the whole building shaking, but nothing happens,
Is this in this country?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here in South America, and also in where I grew up in California, in the United States, there's a lot of earthquakes there too. But I felt more here where I live now than I did in California. So yeah, they can be bad. They can be very damaging. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. A shifting planet. Go ahead.
A shifting planet. We like to believe that the group under our feet is ground under our feet is solid and secure.
Hold on, Daniel. Can you turn your camera back on?
camera.
Yeah, I don't see you.
Now,
There, now I see you.
like a puzzle, the quiz is
Hold on.
divided.
Hold on, you forgot a whole sentence. Solid and secure. People.
No, people who have felt the ground shake now different.
No,
They
no,
have
no, wait. No, differently.
No different. They have
There you go.
lived through an earthquake. Earthquake resembles a jigsaw puzzle more than a solid sphere, like a puzzle. The crust is divided into different pieces that fit together. These pieces are called plates. Earth plate floats on top of a layer just below the crust called the upper mantle. The upper mantle is solid rock, but it behaves like a thick gel. Heat from deep inside the earth moves through the rock and causes it to slowly swirl and flow.
Swirl, meaning like
Roll.
Yeah, and flow. And look at that. Isn't that's a deep crack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about this in this area here. This is after earthquake happened. That's what it did. It split the road that deep.
Peter, how people fix
it? What's that?
How people fix it?
Yeah.
Do you want how people fix it?
Oh, with that, I mean, I believe they wait, of course, until all that kind of stuff settles, but then they just start filling it in. You know, they'll just fill it in with other rocks and dirt and stuff like that until it piles back up, and yeah. And
this is why
and then repave the whole street and things like that. But they'll have to fill in that crack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it take a lot of powerful equipment and whatnot once all that's done. Okay, go ahead. And that's Dr. Inez.
Dr. Inez Cifuentes is a
seismologist.
Someone who studies earthquakes. She likes to compare the movement of earthquakes to boiling milk. When you boil milk, she says, you get that little surface layer of cream on top that moves and dances around. That's what's going on into Earth. Except the Earth crust is much harder than the layer of screen. As the mortar boils, it pushes and pulls the plates above it. It's at the edge of these plates. Mr. Cifuentes explains, where we have most earthquakes.
Quakes. As you can see, take a look at that map. That's really interesting because she's saying that's where at the edges, this is where all the plates are, right? In the entire world. And if you look at it, and that's about right. This is where I live, right? I live in this area right here.
Yeah.
And where I'm from in California, that's right here. So that's why there's earthquakes in those areas. Okay, so it's along those.
Teacher, what's this thing?
That's water. That's just water.
I mean, it has some white lines.
Oh, I don't know. It's just that's kind of their drawing of the plates. That's what I would think, but I don't know. I mean, what the difference of the white is. I think it's just to separate. That's what they're kind of looking. But you can see all through here. and all the way down. But as you can see, not a lot here in Africa or anything like that. But yeah, there's quite a difference. But when I look at it, you can see that's where all the kind of the plates are, how everything shifts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it says the white lines show plates on the Earth's surface. That's where the plates are, and they kind of overlap and sometimes hit each other, move. And the red dots are the ones where the earthquakes have occurred. So there's quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's continue on.
Wow.
This is early. This is 1960. People stare.
Why people standing this?
I don't know. Some people, that are really interested in, we're talking about, seismograph or seismologist. Those are the people that study and the earthquakes. And in something like this, they are going to go inside to see, if they want to look at it. Mm-hmm. Take samples. Yeah.
People stare at.
Yeah. This is in Chile, which is also in South America.
At a gigantic crack on the street in Vaudeville caused by the 1960
Chilean earthquake. Yeah, and as you can see on this little map, just so you want to know where that is, Chile is right here. Right. It's
so
like
now you are live in Chile?
No, I live in Ecuador. I'm up here.
Oh, it's very.
It's small. Yeah. In Chile is it's small, but it's very
Ecuador
long.
Is a country?
Yes, Ecuador is a country. Chile is a country. Argentina is a country. It's over here.
So, teacher, your country is only here?
Yeah, right here. No, it's very, very small. It's smaller than that, Daniel. It's like the country I live in is about this big. Because you also have Venezuela and Colombia up here. Yeah. And then you have Brazil, it's pretty big. And then you have Argentina and Uruguay and Paraguay. So yeah. But Ecuador is small. Yeah, it's small. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Earth's largest
Quake.
A first-hand
account. Yeah, meaning somebody talking about this, right? This is about the largest earthquake so far that's been recorded. Okay.
Doctor, right?
Yeah, Dr. Inez Cifuentes.
But he is a seismologist.
Seismologist, right? Somebody who studies earthquakes.
Oh. Doctor
Inez
Cifuentes became a seismologist for very
seismologist
for a very good reason. She and her family lived through the largest recorded earthquake in history. This was the 1960 earthquake that struck Chile. As Dr. Cifuentes explained, in April 1960, my family moved to Santiago, Chile. Just a few weeks later, on May 20th, We were woken up by strong shaking. Then 33 hours later, a
Gigantic, meaning really big, gigantic.
earthquake hit the southern part of Chile, and with it, an enormous tsunami.
No, the T, hold on, Daniel, this is a good word. This is, and it always usually follows an earthquake, especially on the coast. And the pronunciation of that is called a tsunami.
Tsunami.
Yeah, the T is silent. You don't pronounce the T. So it's, and that's like a huge tidal wave, a big flood, you know, water, okay?
About a year later, we took a trip to the northern end of the earthquake zone.
Quake zone, like the area.
Quake zone. And that's where I saw that the land had actually been raised up a meter or so. I saw this huge change, and that impressed me that the earth could actually do that. Later, as a graduate student, I want to know how big the earthquake was, how long it lasted, and whether it was
preceded, meaning coming before.
Preceded by a slow earthquake. I worked on this problem for 4 years. I was able to calculate the Earth's largest recorded earthquake had a magnitude of 9.5. I also confirmed that a slow precursor meaning before. Precursor had occurred 15 minutes before the main earthquake. I'm very proud of this word.
Yeah, and this word is pronounced, Daniel, earthquake. Give me a long A sound. Quake.
Quake.
Quake. Okay.
Quake.
Okay. Whose fault is it?
Earth plates crash together, speed apart,
spread apart,
and slide against each other. Wherever they do this, the cause breaks in earth crust. Seismologist call these breaks faults. Usually it's a blocks of earth on each side.
Pay attention. Focus on what you're reading, Daniel. Usually the blocks of rock
on each side of a fault just sit there stuck together. But when through pressure builds, the two sides of the fault can suddenly shift or slide. This sudden movement releases waves of energy. These waves travel through the earth. We feel them as earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Pronounce earthquakes.
Quakes.
Most faults do not slide and cause earthquakes.
Do not
slip and cause earthquakes.
Quakes.
Around the
Quake.
Around the globe, however, active faults cause hundreds of earthquakes every day. Most are too small for us to notice. Once in a while, Earth's honest
a whopper. Earth unleashes a whopper, meaning a big one. Okay, so this is kind of a diagram, okay, that shows a normal fault line, okay? And which is the crack, right? That's the crack or the fracture. They kind of mean the same thing when there's a break in the Earth's crust, in the surface, right? And that movement of those faults, right, can cause earthquakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is how they measure them, measuring like how powerful they are, right?
Measuring earthquakes.
No, hold on. You gotta pronounce this word better. We went over it like 8 times already. It's not quakes, it's quakes. We have a long A sound. Earthquakes. Okay? Earthquakes. All right.
Seismologist.
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 Hold on. Wait, Daniel. Hold on. All right. Break it down, okay? I'm gonna help you. Size. Okay. Mall. O. Gist. Seismologist.
Seismologist.
Good. All right, there you go. Go.
Yes. Measuring earthquakes. Seismologists record earthquakes using quakes using machines called seismographs. Seismographs.
Okay.
This measure shaking or ground motion after an earthquake. Scientists read their seismographs. They use their readings to calculate the earthquake size.
Quake.
Or
give me a long A sound.
Or
the magnitude.
Magnitude scales are set up so that each whole number is 10 times larger than the number before it, and magnitudes 7 earthquake. For instance,
7.0 earthquake.
7.0 earthquake. For instance, is 10 times larger than a magnitude 16 quake.
6.0 quake.
What's the word truly? What truly?
Meaning like real, truly giant earthquakes.
Truly giant earthquakes happen about once a year. These are quakes with
You got to get that pronunciation down of that word. You've got to stay focused, Daniel. We went over this word about 15 times already. It's a long A sound. It doesn't change whether we say earthquakes or we just say quakes. It's a long A sound, not an ah. Okay, A. Quakes. There you go.
Quakes with a magnitude of 8.1 or greater. They occur only on very large faults and can cause severe destruction. Dr. Fuentes explains the only way you can get an earthquake like the
2011
2011 Japan earthquake is where one of Earth's plates is sliding under another one. This is the only kind of place where you have a fault long enough and wide enough to release a kind of energy. Seismologists gave
Seismologist.
seismologists gave the 2011 Japan earthquake a 9.0 magnitude. It was the fourth largest earthquake ever recorded. They believe that the earthquake occurred on a fault more than 150 miles, 215 kilometers long. It shook Japan for 3 to 5 minutes. All of Japan?
Yeah, it was a really, really big earthquake. And you know, most earthquakes don't last that long. They only last a few seconds, you know, like maybe 5-10 seconds, something like that. But this one lasted 3 to 5 minutes. That's a very long time for the earth.
When you are in this building, it only shakes us 1 second.
Well, in most earthquakes, they only shake for a few seconds, maybe, you know, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds. But this one shook for 3 to 5 minutes. That is a very, very long time. And for the entire, everything shaking, your whole bottom, you know, the whole ground, everywhere, not just in one building. We're talking all buildings, all the streets, all the schools, all the stores, everything. Yeah, it can be really, really scary. And I bet for Japan, it really was for that long. Because remember, Japan is also an island. It's surrounded by water.
Japan is an island?
Yes. It's on an island. I mean, Japan, we call it a separate country, but it's surrounded by water.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's you know, actually it's a very small country, I think, compared. We have a lot of people, but there's you know, where do you go? Surrounded by water. Yeah. That was a very long earthquake. Okay, keep going.
I've never go. It was so powerful that it altered the
geography. Meaning it changed some things around. Yeah.
Country. Surprisingly, it wasn't the shaking ground that did the most damage. The massive wave proved much more destructive. And
that's what we were just talking about, that word tsunami, right? Because when you have, and I'll show you kind of like a little diagram here. Okay, let's say this is the country of Japan, okay? Let's just say that's Japan. All of this is water, okay? All of this is water around it. And so when this whole country is shaking, right?
Water
is shaking too. And so when it finally settles, when it stops, where is all this water that's been shaking? Where is it going? That's what causes these huge tsunamis. And the water just comes over the entire, not the entire country, but a lot of it. And water, as you know, can do a lot more damage. I won't go to
Japan where it has quakes.
Yeah. It's scary. Okay, here this is look what it did. This is a huge boat, right? And look at how it lifted that whole thing up. Yeah.
Too big.
Yeah. In Kesanuma, that's a place in Japan, right? A disaster. You can read this up here.
The disaster
Kesanuma? What?
Kesanuma, Japan, 2011. 100 days after the massive earthquakes, Quake and
tsunami.
tsunami.
Yeah. And so as you can see, I mean, that whole, it's everything is destroyed. I mean, how do you get that boat down? Everybody, look at the other boat next to it on the side, and look at this boat up here. I mean, another boat here. I mean, just terrible, terrible destruction. Okay, Tsunami Terror. Go ahead.
The
Tsunami Terror.
Tsunami Terror. When an earthquake occurs under the ocean, it often moves a substantial amount of water above it. This creates a force fast moving wave called a tsunami. Out at sea, the wave may be only a few feet high. As it reaches shore, however, the wave can tower into a monster. It can hurl water for miles inland. Tsunamis can travel thousands of miles. In 1960, Earth's largest recorded earthquake struck the country of Chile. It produced
tsunami
waves up to 82 feet high along the coast.
Which is, you guys know meters more than feet, and that was 25 meters. That's how high that tsunami water came up. Okay?
Yeah. The tsunami also raced across the Pacific Ocean at a speed of more than 100 miles per hour. It struck the shorelines of Hawaii, Japan, Alaska, and other places. Hundreds of people drowned.
Meaning they died, right? Because the water covered them.
The 2011 Japan earthquake produced tsunami waves more than 30 feet, 10 meters high. The 24 Indian Ocean earthquake. In Southern Asia, produced of 15 foot.
A 50-foot tsunami.
The 50-foot tsunamis. These tsunamis engulfed entire cities and shorelines. The waves swept away buildings, cars, and people. Japan, Southern Asia, and Chile had experienced many powerful earthquakes and tsunamis before. Why were so many people unprepared? Okay.
Predicting earthquakes.
Seismologists are very good at measuring earthquakes. However, they still can't predict when earthquakes will happen.
Quakes.
There was a time.
Earthquakes.
There was a time Dr. scientist explains. When I think scientists felt that predicting earthquakes was just around the corner, that we were going to be able to predict earthquakes will very soon. But it is clear now that it's not around the corner. In fact, some have given up it
entirely
for predicting earthquakes. One reason that earthquakes are unpredictable is that scientists cannot collect enough information to understand where and when an earthquake might happen next. Also, scientists have placed special instruments in many
earthquake
zones. Earthquakes still surprise us. Scientists, for example, have believed the next big earthquake in Japan would happen farther to the north, closer to Tokyo. Instead, it struck farther north.
Okay.
North.
And read the
when it's like here it have earthquakes, and it has a plan. The plane in the air will like to.
Oh, if there's a plane in the air.
Yeah, when this is the Earth, it began to quakes. Does the airplane will quakes too?
No, because it's not. Remember, that's not on the ground. So if you're,
air will.
I mean, the plane has so much force and power than what's flying. It's going to be able to go through that. It'll probably know that there's an earthquake by their instruments. But I don't think it's affected like people on the ground or people in the water. So if you're in a ship, because remember tsunamis, that happened in the water. If you're on a boat or in a ship or something and an earthquake happens, you have very high danger of being in an accident in a boat as well, because all that water is going to start moving as well, right?
Yeah.
That's what this tsunami is. See, what happened here is after this earthquake, after all the water, the tsunami came. Look how much flooding, look how much water. These are houses, and the water is covering these houses. And people had to go to the highest building to get on top of the roof, right? Of their apartment complex, because all this is in water. Yeah. Okay. Planning for earthquakes.
Planning for earthquakes. Even though we can't predict earthquakes, we can prepare for them. Many seismologists.
No, not malak. Seismologists. There you go.
Help make information available to people.
Is this hard? Is this unit too hard for you, Daniel? Are these words difficult for you to pronounce?
Some words a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
To people so they can plan for and respond to earthquakes. This is especially important near coastal areas. Once the shaking goes on for more than 30 seconds, Dr. Fantis says, it's pretty simple. You have to run away from the ocean and run uphill. You have maybe 15 or 20 minutes to reach higher ground. How cities are built also affects how many people survive an earthquake. Cities in many countries have special building laws. Buildings must be strong and flexible. Flexible. That way they won't collapse during an earthquake. In some countries, however, buildings are often poorly built. The 2010
Haiti, which is another country in Haiti. There was a big earthquake in Haiti, and it killed all those people, between 46,000 and 316,000 people. And a lot of that was because the buildings were poorly built, and all of those came down crashing on people and killed them. Yeah. Okay. However, start here.
However, earthquakes don't just destroy, they also create. They help make the mountains, coasts, and other landscapes we see around us. Dr. Sefudis explains, this is
worth remembering.
This is worth remembering as we learn how to predict and survive earthquakes in the future. What is, teacher?
Yeah, these are utility ducts that are built underground to protect all of those underwire cables and stuff that give us power and electricity and things like that. So they started, building, these, and I think not in every place.
So what are they made?
Made of steel, it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is probably under the ground. People are making that. I was gonna see, hold on a second. I want to see if I can share something. Let's see if we can find this. Hold on a second. I want to share maybe an images, or let's see, videos of tsunamis. Tsunamis. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, here's kind of like a picture. Let's see if we, this is so you can kind of really see this like a tsunami. This is after an earthquake. See that water?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Is it real?
Yes. And look at this. This is all water, and I mean, you can't. There's no way you're going to survive that. Look at this. All this water is coming into. This is after an earthquake. All this water is going to be forced and coming into a town. If you're on the edge, like near a coastal.
It's all
area.
real? I think
Yes.
this is not real.
Yes.
It looks like drawing.
No. Yeah.
This is real.
See how high those waves are?
Yeah.
I'll kind of fast forward so you can see, but these are kind of like pictures of this. This is like a whole city, and you see all this water. Look at that. These are like cargo ships in water, right? There's no way you're gonna. You can't fight that force. This is like on a boardwalk. And you actually have people that will people that surf, they like to ride those kind of waves. They come so high, but they're extremely dangerous. Look at that poor little sailboat. And look at this huge wave. It's just, that water is all going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, and this is really destructive. See that?
Is it real?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, just saying,
But who
that-
can
that's just
take a
to give-
picture of this?
oh, you got photographers, camera crews, news, people all the time, because that's what they want to report, to show people. So yeah, it's extremely, extremely dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes, you can't be in that. Okay, we'll take a look at this here. What I want you to do for homework, Daniel, I want you to finish reading this right here. It says what to do during, this is preparation, during an earthquake. Okay, and I want you to answer this question here on page 57. Okay.
Okay.
Finish reading this page 57, and then I want you to answer that question for homework. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions before we go?
No.
Okay. So, and finish reading, because we're going to come back to this next
Yeah.
week. Next week we'll be in the reading and writing, and I see your cat.
Yeah.
And,
Where's your banana?
she's under the desk, on the other desk.
Oh.
Yeah, she's waiting for me, so we can. She's laying down. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but so tell me what your homework is.
Read this page and answer the question.
And answer this question, right? Stop and check, reread, and then you have to answer those 2 questions. How you can protect yourself, and then write that down, okay? All right, any other last minute questions, Daniel, before we go?
No.
No? Okay.
What are they doing?
What's that?
What are they doing?
You have to read it.
Oh.
When you read this, you'll understand it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey, with that, Daniel, have fun in school on Sunday, but at least you have something to look forward to with Bruce after next week.
Okay.
I'll see you next Friday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good job. And remember, the word is earthquake. Yeah?
Not quack.
Not
Quake.
quack. It's a quake. It's a long A
Quake.
sound. All right. All right. Bye, Daniel. Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
teacher.
All right. Bye-bye, dear.